watching baseball and then hitting in the cages and then staying mobile, like stretching and doing rotational workouts. You know, football, you do a lot of meathead lifts and you do some rotational things, but not like baseball. So I got to stay fluid in that regard. And, yeah.
If you were to have an opportunity in both?
You know, a lot goes into that process. Just got to think about like my future and obviously what game I love more. They're so very different. I love both of them for different reasons. Obviously, you know, where I'm drafted and, you know, how high, and, you know, money obviously has something to do with that as well. There's no secret, but honestly, I think it will probably have to come down to, you know, which sport I love more and which sport I want to ride out in the moment.
Did you, as a kid,
all in my instincts and like willing to hit someone, that or football came easier. Like I had to work way harder at baseball to become good, whereas football is just natural.
do you think about trying to do both?
That's something I would love to do one day, you know, if opportunity presents itself.
Who are some of the baseball players that you looked up to growing up, as far as admiring and adding some of that to your game?
You said baseball?
Baseball, yeah.
Yeah, I was a big Derek Jeter fan when I was younger. I played shortstop, so I always liked Derek Jeter. I like Kyle Seager, who played for the Mariners. I was a little bit of a Mariners fan growing up, amongst some other guys, yeah. You know, that's a testament to the strength coaches and, you know, mentally, you know, football-wise, B. Mike and Lanning and whatnot, so, yeah.
Well, as far as you coming back this year and playing football, obviously we know you were drafted in baseball. Do you still have an urge to kind of swing at the cages? Still have that urge to still play the sport?
For sure, man. In the off season, you know, obviously I haven't been playing any baseball games, but I'll still get in the cages. It's one of those things where it's for however long, it'll still always be a game and a hobby of mine. Like I love just getting in the cages and swinging. It takes my mind off of football. So when I come back, I'm fresh and, you know, I'm ready to roll. So I love the game of baseball and I'll always be playing it.
Is that something that you may look towards maybe a year or a couple years down the line, maybe possibly pursue at another date, as far as going to professional ranks?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's as of now, next year, you know, I'm planning on reporting, you know, depending on how this season goes. And if the NFL draft comes knocking, that's something I'll have to assess once the season's over. And, you know, I'll do that then. But, you know, I definitely want to play professional baseball and, you know, NFL football one day.
What is it about the Astros organization that, if you knew anything about it, or just when you got drafted, what did you know about it as far as just the players and the organization?
Yeah, I mean, they've won 2 World Series in, I think, the past, like, 6 years, 7 years. So, you know, that's just something about the organization. And, you know, I know that, you know, they got a lot of young outfielders coming up, and they do well developing guys. And they're really, really understanding about the whole situation, knowing that, you know, I was a football guy, and, you know, this is my hometown. So, you know, they were understanding with me coming back this next year, and are, you know, still willing to give me a shot down the road, which is really cool.